Namaste, namaskaram, vanakkam, namo namaha, Jai Ganesh. Please visit our website at classicalyoga.org and subscribe to our podcasts. Bhumi Mata and Hindu Yoga Dharma, learning from Mother Nature, and the sunrise lesson. Surya Sundara Lokanadam, Amritam Vedanta Sarasivam, Yanam Brahmamayam Sureshyam, Amala Lokaika Chittam Swayam, Indraditya Naradipam Suragurum, Traluke Churmanim, Brahma Vishnu Siva Swarupa Hridayam, Vande Sarabhaskaram, Samnumitraha Samvarunaha, Sambhavantva Nama Namaskar Vayu, Samna Indro Brihaspatihi, Chaya Samyasameta Sri Surya Narayana Swamine Namaha. In the Rig Veda, the first 5 words, Agnimile, Perohitam, Yajnasya Devam Ritvijam. Victory to Mother Nature, Ritvijam. The Hindu Yoga Dharma is very much a nature-based religious spiritual tradition, true to all of the indigenous religions. This is the logic and the wisdom and the comfort of the foundation of Bhumi Mata, or Mother Earth. Logically, common sense dictates that this is our foundation. This is where we live. And yes, of course, in the Hindu Yoga Dharma, true to all religions, we beseech the outer worlds, if you will, and the inner worlds of the spirit realms. But without this foundation of a respect for Bhumi Mata, Mother Nature, we truly are lost. In the Hindu Yoga Dharma, even in modern times, we strive to keep this connection to Bhumi Mata, to Mother Nature. Of course, there was a time, thousands and thousands of years ago, when the Hindu Yoga Dharma was completely within Bhumi Mata, in Mother Nature, surrounded by the elements, earth, water, fire, air, and the inner silence of the ether. The senses were heightened: smell, taste, sight, touch, hearing. And this, of course, became the great study of Kundalini Yoga and the chakras. But to this day, Hindus, when they attend their mandirs, are very different than the Abrahamic traditions. Everyone goes barefoot. We bring in the natural elements in our worship service, which we call puja. We bring in elements of earth, water, fire, air in the form of the incense, the agarbatti, and the ether as the inner silence. Bhume Udaka Agni Vayu Akasha. And a Hindu puja, in a way, assaults the senses. Granaja, rasa, chaksusa, sparana, shrautra, smells, taste, sight, touch, hearing. And in the Hindu Yoga Dharma, we also maintain the tradition of the renunciate yogis and yoginis who live apart from society, who live perhaps on secluded beaches, in the forest, still in stereotypical caves. And this is the true yogi experience. A true yogi is a renunciate that has left the material world. Of course, all Hindus, in a way, are yogis in the sense that we live the Hindu yoga, religious, spiritual, scientific lifestyle, karma yoga, bhakti yoga, raja yoga, gyan or yana yoga, etc., hatha yoga, mantra yoga, japa yoga, nada yoga, natha yoga. But the yogi is truly the one who has removed themselves from society. These yogis and yoginis maintain an intimate connection with Bhumi Mata. And anyone who has truly spent time with Bhumi Mata removed from society, full well knows that you must seek a harmony because she can be a very stern taskmaster. But if we open ourselves up to Bhumi Mata, respect her, care for her, she can teach us great life lessons. If we're fortunate enough to live near a coastline and can witness the sunrise and or sunsets over the water, she can teach us valuable life lessons. Number one is there actually is no sunrise. The sun does not rise. Though it looks like it does, and we use this phrase, sunrise and sunset, but truly, this is the concept that Hindus understand as Maya. Everything is not as it seems. However, going to a beach at quote-unquote sunrise, going to the beach is actually very much like going to a Hindu mandir. The first thing one does is take off their shoes. And on the beach, everyone is pretty much the same. You can't tell the banker from the laborer. And they're all there for what? They're all there to be absorbed in the dynamic forces of Mother Nature, which are so prevalent at the beach. The earth, the water, the fire and the sun, the salt air, which brings about a sense of contentment or inner peace. Now imagine going to a sunrise, and the first thing you will probably notice that very few people do this. Maybe you've never seen a quote-unquote sunrise. Try it. Go before the sun appears on the horizon, so to speak. Maybe still a little dark, maybe stars in the sky. Settle down in the sand, probably sitting cross-legged, Padmasana. Perhaps you have one or two friends with you. And notice that slowly the darkness begins to fade. Tamaso ma jyotir gammaya. Lead us from the darkness of ignorance to the enlightenment state. And soon, gazing across the ocean, and it's beautiful on a still morning, when the ocean is what is called glassy. The first thing you will see on a clear morning is a red tip as the sun makes its appearance. And we actually worship this time of day, Ushat Kala, the dawn. And notice that there's a point where the sun is half above the ocean, so to speak, and the other half is obviously below, the Shiva Lingam. The Lingam and the Yoni. And it's a beautiful red, which is the color of the first chakra. Now, as the sun moves a bit higher, so to speak, again, it's the earth that's moving, this red starts to turn orange, the second chakra. And you will then see a direct path on the water right to where you are sitting. Now, this is highly symbolic of the various religious traditions of the world. They are direct paths to you. In other words, finding a path that's comfortable to you. And this is a beautiful image to focus upon, to meditate, to contemplate upon, And again, on a glassy morning, it's a very straight path right from where you're sitting right to the sun. And imagine if you had several friends with you and you were all sitting in a line on that path. That could be symbolic of the various religions of the world. We're all seeing and experience the same thing, and we are experiencing something. However, if we turn and look down the beach, we may see another individual or group doing the same thing. But from where we sit, it does not appear that they are seeing anything because the path is directly in front of us. Is this the misunderstanding we often have about those who are attracted to the experience of another path, another religious tradition? And extend this analogy out to perhaps a group of people sitting in another country, speaking another language. However, they are intimately having basically the same inner experience of this light. Now, in our exuberance, but immaturity, we may try and call those other people to our path because we clearly see and feel the beauty of our path, and we wish to have them see that also. However, if we're more aggressive and very immature, we may try to actually pull those people over to our path. Hence the religious wars and extreme conversions throughout the centuries. So what is the solution? Get up, take a walk down the beach. And what will you notice? You'll notice that at that point of the day, that path will follow you everywhere you go down the beach. It's right on your shoulder. This is symbolic of the inner essence of all the religions of the world as they seek the inner spirit, to use an English word. This inner light, which all religions speak of, and the feelings that go with that of joy and bliss. This is the inner essence of the religious experience. However, to be respected for the outer expression. Again, those in another land are speaking an entirely different language. They may dress differently. They may look differently on the outside. This is to be respected, hence the development of the different religions of the world. So back to our own path as we sit there in a line, looking at this beautiful golden path now, from where we sit right up to Surya, the sun, from red to orange to now yellow, actually the color of the first three chakras, Muladhara, Svadhisthana, Manipura. And as we continue to sit, and as the sun rises, so to speak, the path starts to fade and become more all-encompassing as the now white light sparkles over the entire ocean. So let us continue to learn from Bhumi Mata, from Mother Nature, and make the effort to uncover the inner light. Follow our chosen religious spiritual path, and respect those of another specific religious path, realizing there are great inner similarities to be recognized and outer differences to also be recognized and respected. Go into nature, study her well, see the sun rise and watch the ocean swell. Let her teach you the secrets that she holds. They're the same for today as in days of old. And the answer is love. Now see the golden path At sunrise it makes. It's there just for you, but the steps you must take. And realize that there's a pathway for all, and then there will be no trouble at all. Now close your eyes and be free from sin, knowing that goodness lies deep within. Then get up and spread your light all around, always listening to that holy sound, and the sound is Om. And the way is light, and the answer is love, and the answer is love. Om Jyoti Shakti Ananda Shanti. Never forget that we are the Atmana Tattvamasi. And that Atmana is Satchidananda Jyoti Shakti Ananda Shanti. And let the love, light, and energy of the Atmana radiate into your body, Deha, in your mind, Mana, and your emotions, Bhavaha. And send out this love, light, and energy to others. Wish them auspiciousness. Sarvesham svastir bhavatu. Wish them peace. Sarvesham shantir bhavatu. Wish them tranquility. Sarvesham mangalam bhavatu. Wish them fullness. Sarvesham purnam bhavatu. And wish them to be free of any undue suffering and sickness. Sarve bhavantu sukhinaha. Sarve santu niramayaha. Sarve bhadrane pashyantu makashya dukha bhag bhaved. And each one of us every day pray to be led from what is untrue to what is true. Asato ma sad gamaya. From our ignorance to our ongoing enlightenment. Tamaso ma jyotir gamaya. From the illusion of this one life to the immortality of the Atmana. Mrityorma amritam gamaya. Om, seeking shanti, shanti, shantihi. P.S. Prajna Samadhi. The Hindus wear the sunrise right between the eyes. The Bindu, the Potu, the mark of the Indu Bindu Hindu. From the Rig Veda, Puram Bindu Vajri Parush Tutaha. Ancient Bindu Hindu, soulful warrior. And the Saiva Hindu Guru Patanjali, in the Yoga Sutras, states the two types of samadhi. First, with seed, savitarka, savichara, sa ananda, sa asmita. Exercise reason, logic, and judgment. Understand true bliss, joy, and a purified ego. Then be fully established in the Dharma, Shraddha. Be a warrior, Virya, with a sound memory, Smriti, and the ultimate remembering of who we are, Tattvamasi. Samadhi, and then be able to transmit, teach this wisdom through prajna. Recognizing and respecting the outer differences, as Hindus, we remember that we are the inner light of the Atmana. Antar Jyotir, Bahir Jyotihi, Pratyag Jyotihi, Paratpara, Jyotir Jyotihi, Swayan Jyotihi, Atma Jyotihi, Sivoshmyaham. We are the light within and the light without. That light is the soul, the Atmana, beyond cause, the light of all lights, self-effulgent light. The soul, the Atmana, is light. We are that. Auspicious. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shantihi.